You've just tuned in to Time Out with Coach Mike Jarvis. Let the games begin.
Hey y'all, welcome to Time Out with Coach Mike Jarvis. Today we have a wonderful show for you, but before we begin, I want to make sure that you help us get to 500 subscribers. So if you can, please hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and also please leave some comments in the comment section as we go through our discussions because it's going to be a wonderful time. So let's get started. When it comes to NBA players, who would you think is the greatest leader of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah, I think before we go there, we might have to define what leadership means because everybody got their own definition of that.
Well, start out by saying only because I've done a little bit of studying. I've been blessed to have been able to co-author a couple of books on leadership. In fact, the 7 C's of leadership. We're going to talk about some of those C's,
Great book, by the way.
Thank you. Which these guys, everybody we're talking about has at least 3, 4, 5, 6 of those C's.
Right.
But leaders, they influence people in a very positive way. They take people to levels that they never thought they could get to before. They inspire people. People are inspired by them and by what they do, not just what they say. And they also serve. And a great leader in sports serves his teammates and helps them to achieve things they never thought they could get and to win championships they never even imagined getting.
Right.
And to play beyond what they haven't even thought about.
Right.
And, so once again now, I gotta get my guy one award tonight. I'm going with Bill Russell.
Okay.
And I'm going with Bill Russell because we're not just talking about, stats. We're talking about a guy that's just nothing but win, 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 no matter who he's playing with, no matter where he's playing, which was in Boston the whole time. But I go back, I go back to high school, I go back to college, I go back to, playing days. I even go to coaching. There's no other player that ever was a player coach who won an NBA championship. He won 2 out of 3.
Right.
Red Auerbach, who I consider to be the greatest coach, who coached in the NBA, was smart enough to hire Bill Russell to be a player coach because he knew he could keep him around. So I'm going with Bill Russell as the leader because he led men. He not only he led his teams to championships as a player and a coach.
Now you mentioned those 3 or 4 things that a leader is.
Yes.
If I can be honest with you, when you mentioned them, I thought of a person on this list.
Okay.
But it's not the person I came in here with thinking that that's the greatest leader basketball player of all time. I came in here thinking Magic Johnson.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, and I love Magic Johnson when you see him, that smile on his face, him gathering people and getting them out there and doing the showtime, like
on and off the court.
Yeah, right. So
yes,
I thought about that, but I literally thought about LeBron James. And I know you're disagreeing with that, Coach, but when I think about LeBron James, he seems to be the hey, I'm gonna lift you up. I'm gonna make you a better player. This man comes into a sorry team.
What team?
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that.
And takes them to the finals.
Trash.
And he not only did that once, but he's done that plenty of times. And for him to do it that many times, I don't think speaks so much about his skill on the court, which we know he has skill. But I think he's also a good leader when it comes to making other players better. So I think I would go with LeBron James.
you would. Well,
Hey, listen, Coach don't curse, but man, that's you would.
You would.
Yeah, you would. You like those flashy kind of guys.
I'm not a big LeBron James fan. He'll tell you that. I'm an MJ guy all the way.
I look at players, because I've coached my whole life, and I look at players, and I look at other players playing with them. I've never, ever got the feeling that the majority of the guys that play with LeBron really enjoy playing with LeBron.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So I'm gonna. I mean, I just there's something there that just doesn't.
You don't think he's a great leader?
I think he's a great leader, but I wouldn't say he's the greatest.
I'm gonna listen to you because you're the one who's coached, guys on a professional level. I'm just a spectator. So
I know Michael Jordan.
Yes.
You know Michael Jordan's a great leader because you've coached him.
Because he just. I mean,
You've seen him gather the guys around, and
I've seen him in action.
I feel like LeBron. Listen, I'm gonna say one name that make me feel like Michael Jordan was not the greatest leader and not the guy that I would want to be on my team. I'm gonna say one name, and that's what's his name?
Isaiah Thomas.
No, man, not Isaiah.
No, that's a whole other story.
I'm talking about what's his name? Who he's making podcasts. He had beef with Stephen A. Kwame Brown. I mean, for the whole story about Michael Jordan and Kwame Brown and the way he's, the way he treated that guy, man, I just can't vibe with that. Now, again, he's still the best player of all time to me, but quality-wise, in terms of character, I don't think that he's my guy. To put him on that pedestal to say he's the greatest leader of all time, that for me, I throw that out the window. What's up, y'all? If you guys are looking for an amazing Bible college, you have to look into South Florida Bible College in Deerfield Beach, Florida. They've been around since 1985. They've been accredited since 2013. They are multicultural, interdenominational, and they are the top 10 most affordable Bible college in the entire U.S. Let me tell you something. They have online classes and they have on-campus classes. So if you are looking for a quality education at an affordable price, look no further than South Florida Bible College. I want to let you know that you can use the link down below that says sfbc.edu/coach. That'll get you 5% off of your tuition, and it'll also get you $75 off. That's the application fee. They're cutting that for you. So use the link down below, sfbc.edu/coach for a 5% discount at South Florida Bible College. I throw that out the window.
So it depends on what you add into the piece to the puzzle here. So if you're gonna add character into this whole leadership equation, Magic Johnson is not on that list. All right. Well, you came into this discussion saying Magic Johnson is the greatest leader
I'm talking about
of all time. Where is he leading you to?
Yeah, right.
You
No, you're talking about off the court.
Off the court, on the court. You gotta be a leader is a leader.
And you know what made me think Magic Johnson was a really good leader is because of how he talks. When he was getting Lonzo Ball into the Lakers, Magic Johnson was I mean, he was like, this is my guy right here. This guy, Lonzo Ball, he's going to be the greatest thing ever. And he was pushing that kid forward. And he said, you know why I love him? I see how he is in the locker room, how he rallies people around him. And he reminds me of me.
Yeah.
When I saw that, it told me something about Magic Johnson. He was the guy in the locker room who was making sure everybody stuck together. He was the guy who was saying, hey, come on, guys, let's do this. Let's make this. And it shows. Because you got a Laker team that didn't win nothing until Magic Johnson got on that team.
I don't know about that.
And they win in 80, then they win in 82, then they win in 85, then they win in 87, then they win in 88. That's not talent, that's leadership.
That's both.
It's both, yeah.
It's both.
It's both. But there's a lot of leadership there. I think Magic Johnson is probably one of the greatest. That's why I came in with Magic Johnson. That's why I came in with him. But as you were talking, I think I had to switch my mind because everything you said reminded me of LeBron James.
Okay, I want to ask you guys a question.
Please.
If there were one team in the NBA right now that you would say every team in the NBA tries to exemplify this particular team's culture.
Culture? I know where you're going.
Yeah. You try to exemplify this particular team's culture.
Are you talking about of all time?
Of all time, it's well documented. It's well known about the culture of this particular team.
If you go back to South Beach, I'm walking out this podcast.
Take me to South Beach. Take me to South Beach. Here's why. Because the Miami Heat is well known and well documented to having a culture that is unmatched. No matter how many years you played in the NBA, you go to the Miami Heat, you fall in line with that culture that's happening.
Who built that culture?
Listen, Pat Riley. It started with Pat Riley, but one of the greatest leaders, in my humble opinion, is Udonis Haslem.
Okay.
Because this guy has been an enforcer for many years in the Miami Heat's culture, and he still, to this day, he just got done playing last year, I think he played over 20-something seasons, but now they hired him just so he can continue to be in that atmosphere, to cultivate that culture that is going on down there in South Beach. Wake up now. Wake up and hear what's being said.
Hey, wake me up when you're done with this,
I know.
with this nonsense.
But you know what? Okay, let me just say, and you are absolutely right about the Miami Heat culture, okay? Pat Riley, and now Spoelstra, the players, the whole organization, first class. But you know who they learned from?
Talk to me.
The Celtics.
Oh.
Because, no franchise in the history of sports ever did what the Celtics did. They taught Miami what culture means. And Miami has done, I think, the most incredible job of selling culture. You don't watch a Miami game unless without hearing them talk about the culture. So there's no doubt, and they've done a great job at promoting that.
All right, so everybody, just so you know, you probably already figured this out by now, but he's a Heat fan and he's a Celtics fan.
That's right.
And if I'm going to say who has the greatest culture, I'm going to say New York City.
Oh,
but we all know that's not true.
Yes.
But listen, we're going to close out with that. I want to let you guys know that Coach Mike Jarvis has these pamphlets. What are they called, Coach?
This is Meet My Head Coach. It's my way of introducing you to my head coach. It is an award-winning booklet that I will send to you free of charge. In fact, I'll email you a copy of this so that you could have it on your phone. And I'm telling you, you read this, it may change your life. And then it'll give us something more in common and something we can talk about.
Avery, listen, we're trying to hit up 500 subscribers. So what we want you to do is, please, if you like this content, even if you don't like this content and you just want to support us,
that's all.
Listen, just hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you can get notified whenever we get these new videos. And also, put a comment in the comment section because we want to hear your thoughts about this discussion and all the other discussions we'll be having in the future. It's going to be a real good time.
In the comment section below, type in who's your GOAT.
But also tell us why.
Oh.
Share this show with your friends and then give us some ideas about topics, subjects that you would like for us to talk about. And also that would give us an idea of the guests that we want to bring in to your phone, to your home, to your living room,
There
okay?
it is.
With you and your family.